All right, guys, I've been working on this for around a year now. I finally got to take it outside, get some pictures of it. It's the first time it's been outdoors. I put together, the final product last night, and it was too dark to go outside and photograph it. I took a couple of pictures on the floor inside the shop and, just get an idea. Domino got to come outside and stand with it. There it is on the table. I'm going to have to give this thing away. There's no way I could use it in the movie. It's just not hardy enough. All these parts that I made and all these parts that I designed that took a year, they're just not going to put up to handling it. The way I designed it, everything can be manipulated where you could pose it and put it in any position you want, put a set screw in it, and it would, lock the legs in place. I wasn't going to do a stop motion animation with it. All I wanted to do is have a whole bunch of them in a room where you could see this is the factory floor, this is where they're produced, this is where they're being made, and we could have them in various states. Like there would be an area where there's just the legs being assembled, and just the hydraulics or whatever. Anyway, I need to have a bunch of them made. So what I thought is I could make them in kits. I could give the kits away because they're only made with PVC, aluminum pipe, and some hardware. If I printed the parts, I could just, give them to people, let them build them, and let them put them in the movie, and then I would give them credit, and you could say it was screen used. Anyway, that was the plan. And they really looked pretty cool, but this thing is just it's not gonna make it. I mean, it needs to be on display somewhere and not be moved like ever again, like isn't ever again. So I'm gonna have to give it to somebody, but I don't want to transport it. I don't want to ship it. I don't want to deal with any part of that. So if you live locally, in the South Florida area, you can get a hold of us. Everybody knows how to find us. So anyway, I put a tremendous amount of work into this. It looks cool. It could be hung on a wall. It could be climbing up a wall, but it needs to be on display somewhere. This is the upgrade body, and I'm not sure if that's even going to be strong enough. So this is number one, and this was basically my college tuition. This was my first semester. You can see that it is posable. That everything on it works. I actually learned how to do all that, not going past the 8th grade, and I'm only an artist. So that's why it took me a year. I had to learn all about fulcrum points, and I had to run the program. I ran the CAD program. See the set screw when you pinch it together, you just put a set screw in there. So you could put set screws in it into any position you wanted. So you could literally make it climbing a wall or climbing up onto a desk or, something like that. But it needs a cool home. So let me know, who wants this thing?